All right, good morning. Welcome out to Rocky Mount. It is a warm 85 degrees here at the Rocky Mount Sports Complex as we get ready to get underway. Everybody's bundled up and ready to go. Want to welcome everybody to the stream this morning. I'm Coach Chris alongside for the ride. As always this weekend, I guess you'll be here all weekend.
As long as Coach Phillips out there, we'll join you on the horn.
So we got Eli with us on the play-by-play. Welcome in also to any Riptide fans that are catching the broadcast with their coffee on the couch, as a lot of, I believe, parents are today. As we get ready to get underway, we'll give you the starting lineup here momentarily. Your Canes drew the home team coin, so they'll be starting out in the field first. Let's see. Let me get this. Let's make sure the audio is working here. And that is working. So we should be good to go here. A little cold this morning. Got the heaters going. It's 38 when we got to the ballpark this morning.
It's beautiful. It's a destination here at Edgecombe County, Top Gun tournament. It just doesn't get any prettier than this.
That's right. So starting things off, Maddox will be at third. Eli looks at short. Lucas at second. Gavin Whitley at first. Moving right to left. Mackay looks to be in a right, maybe?
Yep. Jake in center.
And then is that Davis?
That's Davis Whitley out in left. Yep.
All right. Starting on the bump, Mason Brown. They're going with the lefty. His battery mate behind the plate, Miller Stanley. Sun rising from right field, so I'll try to adjust the camera as much as possible to keep that out of your view so you'll have a decent view for all of you watching at home.
Looks like Mason's nice and warmed up. Crafty lefty on the bump.
Yeah, we'll see how he does. He said his hands were cold this morning. Of course, everybody's cold this morning, about 16 layers on.
Well, if he's related to you, he's going to be a little chilly, but he's going to have to work through it.
Yeah, we are not insulated very well at all. He got that honest. All right.
We have supplied a heater in the dugout, though.
Do have one going there for them.
If the children can go over there and warm their hands on a garbage pail that's on fire like they were homeless, something like that.
Throw down from Miller to Eli on the money as we get ready to get underway here. Game time is 8 o'clock on the dot, hour and 45, so 9:45 will be your end time. And depending on how either team seeds, depends on if they play at 2 or 4 o'clock this morning. We're getting ready to get underway. Batter for the Riptide steps in. He'll step in from the right side, lefty-righty matchup to get things going. Our vantage point this morning will be down the first base line. First pitch underway. Pops it up over right towards here. Us.
Heads up.
Ooh. And right beside us here. Foul ball.
Man, I almost had that.
So 0-1 the count. And we're going to see how this cold affects offense and defense here. 0-1 the count. Mason comes set. Pitch home.
I really honestly think the defense has the advantage here. Those batters don't look comfortable. I don't imagine it's that easy to bat with a ski mask on.
Pops another one up over towards us. That'll go out of play. And Mason works ahead in the count, 1-2.
Not to mention the sting on the hands if you don't catch it right.
That's right. This is number 34 for Riptide. 14U gold, Rothwell, and he's going to wear that one on the leg, so a hit by pitch puts the leadoff batter at first, but nobody out here.
Tried to cut that curveball a little bit. Guide it a little bit in there.
And hit by pitch in the lower half of the leg as number 34 will walk it off down the first base line. You know that doesn't feel good in this cold weather this morning. That'll bring up number 9. He'll step in from the left side.
Bischoff here. A lot of wrestling last names the last 2 nights. We had a Goldberg, we had a Bischoff. I mean, it's just, I just want to make WWE jokes. But
Gavin holds the runner at first. Mason comes set. Pick attempt over to first, just does get back in time.
Well, if you're going to hit a kid in the leg and he's limping, I guess send him back into first diving is one way to keep him off balance.
Mason comes set. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Pitch home. Down the third base line and just foul. And that one just died off the bat. These BB Core bats.
Not a lot of life in them. Oh, I thought they were going to test him.
He's got his cleats on. He's got to put his
turf.
Hang on. Take over this for a second.
Yes. Well, as Coach Chris is getting out here, he's got to dig through the stuff, get Mason his turf shoes. Take this time to remark how truly chilly it is out here this morning. Sitting next to the coach's daughter, she's excited to be here.
Yeah, she was thrilled. Up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Not liking us talking about her here.
All right, so while we have a moment, because the pitcher doesn't know how to wear the correct shoes. That's your boy, right?
I mean, hey, you got to get a little traction. It is slick out there. There's a lot of frost on this grass. It is wet. I don't blame him for trying to sneak it in there.
Well, the good thing is he was warming up in the cleats. Somebody's toes being cold, so those shoes aren't wet anymore. He's got some dry shoes on. We'll see if that helps out.
I mean, that mound is not – that turf is slick, I imagine. Hey, man, whatever works.
We'll reset. 0-1 the count. Runner at first. Nobody out. Runner gets his lead. Gavin holding him on. Mason takes a look. Comes set. Takes a breath. Pick attempt over to first. He gets back in time.
Pretty solid move there.
And again, sun coming up just to the right side of your camera angle there. Mason comes set. The 0-1 offer. Right into the glove of Lucas. Oh. Dropped it on the exchange, trying to make a double play there.
I'm not sure would have had him anyway, so it's all right. But
so one away here, and that'll bring up another righty for Riptide as he digs in. I'm waiting for Game Changer to update here so I can tell you who it is. So Mason comes set, runner with his lead. Takes a breath. Pick attempt to first again. Back in time.
So Gavin's father over there is a left-handed pitcher, old left-handed pitcher, and he likes to tell me about the left-hand pickoff move. Mason's is a solid move. Keeps those kids off balance.
Pops it up. It's going to come over towards us and out of play. 0-1 to count. A lot of foul balls to start things off this morning.
Right on top of us, too.
So 0-1 the count, runner with his lead. Gavin holds him on at first. Mason comes set. The 0-1. Into the glove of Eli. Let's see if they can get two. There's one. And the throw was off. Hard turn for Lucas there.
I think if Eli would have just taken that, he probably would have gotten it with his cannon there.
I don't know that Eli had a good turn on it, trying to turn two there to Lucas.
I got on him so fast, I was like, that's got to be an easy double play. But Lucas actually made a really good catch.
He did. He did. He's good at the bare hand there. So with two away and a runner at first, that'll bring up another Riptide. And again, we're sitting on the first base side, so these right-handed batters, I can't see their numbers. I believe this is number 19, Jones. He digs in from the right side. Runner with his lead. Mason comes set. Drills that one into right center. That'll drop for a base hit. The runner's thinking about it. Throw into Eli. Ooh, he just got back.
I don't think he thought that was coming in that quick. I think these kids got to get used to these BB Core bats, because if that was with a USSSA bat or something like that, it would have been shot out there. But
so runners at first and second, and balls, good barrels just dying.
Yeah, was it just a clean single, but I think the runner just got caught.
Next batter digs in. Runners at first and second. Mason takes a look. Lucas holding him on. Steps off. Throws to second. Oh, and that's into the outfield. Jake there to back it up. Good pick attempt there.
Really had him off guard there, too. Yeah. Now the ball's soaking wet, though. That's a problem.
And they'll ask for a new baseball here more than likely. So this field great last night as the sun set behind us. Today, the sun shining in from right field.
It's got to be pretty tricky for that right-handed hitter. It's coming right in his face.
Yeah.
Left-handers probably have a little bit more of an advantage here, I suppose. I don't know. This field's, who knows?
Lucas holding the runner at second. Mason comes set. Pitch home. Up to Eli. He's going to go one with it. Throw across the field in the dirt. Good pick by Gavin at first. They leave two stranded. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Rocky Mount's throwdown from the catcher on the money. Starting off on the bump here for the Riptide 14U will be number 21 seed. They're going with the righty. And Riptide fans, I don't have your players listed in my game changer, so I can give you the pitcher. That's about all the only name I know for sure.
And the first baseman's Haswell, maybe, but we only like him because he's not rocking any sort of sleeves.
That's right.
Here.
He is the only. Well, center field doesn't have. Well, I can't tell if he's got sleeves. He does. He's got his arm sleeve. Seed comes set. First batter, Mekhi Gibbs digs in from the right side. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1's the count.
Seed's got a little awkward delivery. He kind of bends over and cocks his arm back. I don't know if that's tough to pick up or not.
Seed looks in, gets a sign. He comes set. The 0-1 offer. That one sails high. That'll even count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mekhi digs back in. Righty-righty matchup here. The 1-1 offer. That'll miss. 2-1 to count here.
Riptide's going to want to keep Mekhi off the bases, as we learned. And when Mekhi gets on base,
he's got some speed.
The Canes are tough to beat.
The 2-1. And thought about it, just missed.
Tight zone, man.
I might have to.
Seemed high, but looked good.
And just missed the top part of the zone. I'm going to zoom in here on this thing so I can see as Mekhi calls time in the box. 3 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter for the Canes. Seed comes set. The 3-1. That'll sell high, ball 4, and Mackay will reach on a base on balls to get things started. So both teams starting batters reach base. That'll bring up your center fielder, number 13, Jake Zambardino, as he digs in from the right side.
Last in the alphabet, first in our hearts.
Jake digs in, righty-righty matchup. Mackay with his lead at first. Pitcher takes a look at him, comes set. Shows bunt, pulls back, throw down to second. Woo! Just stayed on the back there.
Mackay's going to want to slide into that one. Come on. We got to slide there. But he's worn that white uniform 2 days in a row now. Maybe he's got something going there with.
So the first runner for the Canes in scoring position, 1-0 the count. Here to Jake. As Seed steps off, that'll work Mackay back. Second baseman for Riptide will come in to hold him on. Mackay, good lead. Takes a step back. Second baseman hold him on. He bounces off. Pitch home. Swing and a miss as Jake comes up empty. 1-1 the count.
He chased that high pitch that Mackay laid off of.
Came in at the top part of the zone, just fell out.
I'll tell you what, this right fielder seems like he's playing pretty deep. If we can put it out there, we'd be.
Seed will step off. That'll move Mackay back as the second baseman doing a good job holding him on. Seed comes set. The 1-1. Healthy cut comes up empty again. And I guess he must have called that first one a strike.
I guess he got called the bunt strike.
I guess he did. I missed that on the thing there. 1 away. That'll bring up your shortstop, Eli Suggs. He digs in from the right side, 1 away. Second baseman, hold Mackay. Mackay with a decent lead. Pitch home. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike.
That's a good layoff. You don't want to chase that pitch, first pitch.
Now, one of the things that the Canes struggle with is a little bit slower pitching. And Seed has an interesting delivery and a slower pitch. It's going to keep these batters off kilter. Ropes that one down the first baseline and fair.
Fair ball.
And that's going to roll into the right field corner. Eli trying to unhook that trailer. He's thinking 3. They're going to hold him up right there. And a double gets the Canes on the board first here as Mackay comes from second base home. 1-0 to score here. 1 away here in the bottom of the first.
First of all, great piece of hitting, taking it that way. Second of all, you could have told us that was fair or foul, and I would never have even known. Man.
Where we're sitting,
it just looks like a big glare. So
sun right in our face as we're on the first base side here.
To be fair, I don't even know if the umpire can see it. I'm not going to. It's just looking straight down into the sun, but.
So that'll put Eli Suggs at second, bring up number 33, Gavin Whitley. Gavin rocking the sleeves today as well. Second baseman holding Eli on. Seed takes a look. Pitch home. Sails high for a ball. 1-0 the count.
Gavin wasn't here yesterday. Feeling under the weather, apparently. I didn't get a chance to talk to him before the game, but glad he's back. Made the great pick in the first inning.
Second baseman holding Eli. The pitch. And, no. That's going to hit Seed right in the leg, and everybody will stop. Time called. That caught him right on the shin. And time called as they'll go out and have a check on him, make sure he's okay. It is 39, 40 degrees here in Rocky Mount, so a shot right back up the middle, right to the shin on the replay here. I know that hurt.
Well, sitting up.
As Gavin walks over, check on the Riptide pitcher. And Reed will stand up and see if he can walk it off here. And he says he's good. Gavin will go up, give him fist bump. Sorry about that.
I mean, there's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah, it's rough.
The way it goes. But it's just tough because I imagine if it was 70 degrees, it might not have hurt as bad. I don't know, but it would have hurt either way.
Yeah. So Reed will take a couple pitches, check that plant foot, and he seems to be okay.
Actually, that pitch looked like it was faster.
And he says he's good. So that'll put runners on the corners. Eli Suggs at third, Gavin Whitley at first. That'll bring up number 3, Bryson Nelson. Bryson will dig in from the right side. Bryson, the catcher, last night, getting a little break today as Miller's behind the plate, taking over catching duties to start off play today. Bryson digs in from the right side. Seed looks in, gets his sign. Runners on the corners. Pitch home. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes the strike. And Gavin trots down to second. 0-1 the count.
Good setup here for Bryson. If he had a good hit last night, see if he can stay hot.
So runners in scoring position. That one misses for ball. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Look outside.
The 1-1. That one misses again. 2-1's the count. Eli Suggs at third. Gavin Whitley at second. 1 away. Seed looks in, gets a sign. Bryson digs in from the right side. The 2-1 offer. Sails high and inside. 3-1 the count.
31.
Number 2, Lucas Neely awaits on deck.
Let's go, Bryson.
The 3-1. And he'll take ball 4.
Hey, Jake. No, that's Bryson's out. Never mind.
And that'll bring up number 2, Lucas Neely.
Bryson's going to get a chance on the bases. This is a rare occurrence. He usually gets swapped out.
Bases juiced, 1 away, pitch home. Sells high for a ball, 1-0's the count.
There you go, Lucas.
The 1-0. That'll miss outside, 2-0 to count.
There you go, Lucas.
Number 6. He's wearing number 8 today. Lucas chases 1 high, 2-1.
Ball wasn't a strike either. Lucas chased it out of the zone. And ever since Seed got hit on that chin, he's thrown 7 straight out of the zone. I've probably been a little more selective there.
The 2-1.
That was a good pitch.
Yeah, comes up empty. 2-2 to count. Bases juiced, 1 away. The 2-2 offer. And comes up empty. 2 away. So with 2 away, that'll bring up number 8, Colson Gay.
Of course, as soon as I say something, he threw 2 straight strikes.
Commentator's curse.
Hey, it is what it is.
Bases juiced, 2 away. Colson digs in from the right side. Seed delivers. Down to third base line and foul. 0-1 the count. Colson will dig back in, showing number 6 on your screen, wearing number 8 on the jersey today. The 0-1 offer. Breaking ball misses. 1-1 the count.
Good layoff there.
Colson digs back in, the 1-1. And that'll miss in the dirt, kick away. Eli thought about it, hesitated. He's coming, play at the plate, not in time.
When there's no one there, it's going to score another run here.
Gavin's going to come home. And they've got Bryson in a rundown. And they'll get him there. But 2-run score on the errant throw. 3-0 your score. We go to the top of the second. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back, Canes fans. Welcome back, Riptide fans. We go to the top of the second. 3-0 your score here. Defensive alignment remains the same this half inning. Batter digs in from the right side. This will be number 25, Rothwell. Mason comes set, delivers just a bit inside.
Hey, he's brushing him back.
I think that one might have went behind him. No, just inside. Well, I say just inside, a lot inside. 1-0 to count. Batter moves to the back of the box. The 1-0 in there, misses inside again. 2-0's the count.
Mason asserting his authority there, establishing that inside part of the plate.
And you wonder, number one, just with long innings, but two in this cold, trying to stay hot as that one misses 3-0.
That'll look pretty good. A little outside.
We'll see where it missed. Yeah, it just did miss outside. The 3-0. And that's going to miss ball 4.
We didn't get the ceremonial 3.
Didn't get it.
It's because we didn't make our T-shirts. Well, he started the last inning off with a hit by pitch, so this is about the same. So we settled down pretty good after that.
Cold weather problems, right? And so we'll have a runner. So I would assume Rothwell is our catcher for Riptide. That'll bring up, who comes in to run there?
Johnson, and he's rocking no sleeves. You got to appreciate that, man. Off the bench
like
and just running it like an offensive lineman out there.
Runner gets his lead. Pick attempt over to first. Just does get back in plenty of time. Lossman, number 10, at the plate now. Another righty. Lefty-righty matchup here for Mason. Gavin holding the runner at first. Mason looks in, gets his sign. Pitch on. Misses top part of the zone, 1-0 to count.
Well, we started off yesterday 3-0, so maybe we can repeat the output from yesterday.
Runner with his lead, the 1-0, ropes it to Eli, to Lucas.
Double play.
To Gavin, double play.
It's almost a carbon copy of last inning. I'm not going to lie. That was Only we turned it this time.
Yeah, that one worked.
And then we chucked the ball into the fence and made it all wet.
So after the double play, 2 away, nobody on. And batter steps in. This one to Lucas.
Ooh, good play.
Takes the hop. In there. 3 up, 3 down, basically. Go the Riptide. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0 your score. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. Throw down from the catcher. Good arm. On line to second base as we get ready to go here to the bottom of the second. 3-0 your score. Number 8, Colson Gay will dig back in as he was the batter with the outs on the base pass. Well, he'll dig back in. Number 11, Davis Whitley awaits on deck. Seed still towing the rubber for the Riptide as he looks in, gets his sign, and comes set. Pitch home. Breaking ball catches for a strike. 0-1's the count.
Hey, good layoff. Don't want to chase anything first pitch. You get 3.
Just caught the outer half. The 0-1. That'll miss in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Top Gun World Series here. Thank you.
The Winter World Series.
Winter World Series. And it is winter. We got everything out here but snow. The 1-1.
Ooh,
and fouled it straight back. Gavin trying to buy me a new camera.
Well, that's a straight fastball. He's missed it. I know he's mad about that.
Seed looks into his catcher, gets his sign, comes set. The 1-2. Off speed, just missed. That locked Gavin up. It's a good thing it was a ball.
That was a good layoff. That was impressive. I would have probably chased that.
That's why you're sitting on this side of the fence.
That's why I'm also 46. Who cares?
Works it to a full count here. Leadoff batter for the Canes. Seed toads the rubber. Righty-righty matchup. Full count. Payoff pitch.
Yeah.
Ropes it down to third base line and fair. So he'll round first. Tacking into second. He's got a stand-up double to get things started, and I had to wait for the umpire's signal there because I can't tell. And with that, that'll put Gavin in scoring position at second base with his cousin, number 11, Davis Whitley, stepping in from the right side. Davis rocking sleeves today.
His cousin. We are really painting the lines. They're doing a good job. We've gone one down right, one down left.
Second baseman digs in, holding Gavin on. Seed comes set. Takes a couple looks, pitch home. Sails high and outside, 1-0's the count.
See, I would have said the law firm of Whitley and Whitley.
Whitley and Whitley, there you go.
Cousins, but
I like it. Sounds good. That's a good ring
Whitley
to it.
and Whitley.
The 1-0. That'll catch the top part of the zone. 1-1's the count.
That's unfortunate because he called out a ball last inning.
Just caught the top part. I'll be gracious. Second baseman checking in. He'll bounce off and just about hit him. Don't want to wear it when it's this cold.
You know it's cold when even D. Witt's not rocking the sleeveless look.
Yeah.
He's always trying to show off the guns.
He came in bundled this morning. He said it was cold. The 2-1. This is low, 3-1 the count.
My fault. I talked over you. My fault.
Number 14, Maddox Stanley, waits on deck. Go ahead.
I was just going to say DeWitt's always trying to show off his guns. You know, he's really trying to impress all of the people.
The 3-1 offer. That'll sail high. He'll draw a base on balls. That'll put runners at first and second. Nobody out here. That'll bring up number 14, Maddox Stanley.
I have nothing of insight to bring. I just, just had to share that. I don't know why it had to come out at that particular moment.
Maddox digs in from the right side. In there for a strike. 0-1's the count.
Mason's giving us a tutorial in pine tar right here in front of us. Prefers the spray pine tar.
The spray. Doesn't like to roll on. The 0-1 offer. Throw down to third, not in time, so double steal on there.
Good jump.
And I don't know what that call was.
The ball is outside.
Okay, 1-1's the count. I was watching the steal.
It's a good jump. He was about 3/4 of the way there before they even realized it.
That one misses, 2-1 the count.
Well, it might be cold out, but the Canes have shown up today, man. They're playing pretty good.
So far, so good. Pitch home. Pops it up down the first base line. That looks foul.
I could kind of tell that was foul, but you once again could have said anything at that particular time. It's impossible to tell.
Hard to see out of the press box here. The heat is broken the press box.
It's a beautiful press box.
It is. It is. Nice buffet.
There's a big spread back there. I was going to say the same thing.
The 2-2.
Oh, nice.
Into center. Oh, man, are they going to double him? Did he get back in? Oh, just did get back. Man, that was heads-up base running by Davis there.
Well, that's unfortunate. He really got a good piece of that ball. The center fielder's playing kind of shallow.
So with one away, that'll bring up number 12. Mason Brown put number 1, Miller Stanley, on deck. Battery mate behind the plate. Mason digs in from the left side. Righty-lefty matchup here. Pitch home. Shows bunt, puts a nice one down the third base line.
That's a single. That's
and that is going to be a single. Good bunt there. And that'll play to run. 4-0 your score here.
That was an amazing bunt. That was a good job.
It was a good bunt. That'll bring up number 1 is battery mate, catcher behind the plate, Miller Stanley. He'll dig in from the right side. And that'll put number 7, Andrew Havaskis, on deck. So runners on the corners. Mason gets his lead. First baseman holding him on.
Lucas was last batted out.
And
Last recorded is Bryson on the base path.
So they're debating whether they want to switch out Mason to run for Bryson. I don't think they're going to do that.
they're not. They're just going to roll with it here, it looks like.
Which I agree with because Mason is much faster than Bryson.
Runners on the corners, one away.
But
Miller digs in.
Sorry, Chad was trying to argue that the last batted out was Lucas, and so we tried to sneak one in there. It was a crafty veteran there.
Swing and a miss. Throw down to second as he came in looking to catch the runner at third. It does not work.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was the old second base cut play there.
So that puts two runners in scoring position. What was that call? Strike?
That I did not see. Now they're replacing. Oh, the last out was Maddox, so we were wrong on all
kinds of confused
fronts.
over here.
That's I'm going to have a conversation with our score.
Our statistician is giving us a hard time here.
Yeah, Chad. If we could turn a camera to Chad Whitley, he's got 3 pencils behind his ears, and he's got the game changer and
pitch home. Sailed high for a ball. And I'm trying to get the count here. I don't know what the count is. I don't know if that first one was a strike or a ball. It's either 1-1 or 1-0 or 2-0, excuse me.
The ump didn't put it up.
Pitch home. Shows bunt, puts it down to third.
Bunt.
First base line. Nobody. Well, second comes in to cover. Just does get the out, but they played a run. Good sacrifice bunt there.
The second baseman almost missed the bag. That was a good bunt, too.
First baseman and pitcher crash. Second baseman, number 9, covered the bag. Was able to get the out, but they were able to push another one across. That brings up number 7, Ander Havaskis.
Let's see if Ander can get out of his slump here.
Maddox dancing off a third. Ball sails high. 1-0's the count. Seed toe in the rubber. Looks in, comes set. The 1-0. Another ball. 2-0 to count. The 2-0. So hitters count here.
Coach Neely gave him the take sign there, I think.
The 3-0 offer. And that's in there for the ceremonial 3-0 strike one.
And with that ceremonial call, we will donate something, I believe. Let me check our notes.
The All-State.
I believe we've got some sort of sponsorship for that.
The 3-1 offer. And comes up empty. Full count. Ander digs in. Number 5, Makai Gibbs, top of the lineup, awaits on deck. Full count, payoff pitch. Pops it up, mile high. Third baseman calling everybody off for the Riptide. And he'll put it away as they leave one stranded. Push a couple more across. 5-0 your score. We go to the top of the third. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Rocky Mount. Sun coming up. Starting to warm up a little bit here. Feel a little bit of the UV rays. Good throw down from Miller to second base. A couple defensive changes for you here. Ender goes to third, Eli to short, Lucas to second, Gavin to first. Bryson will go to right, Jake in center, and a Colson to left. Mason still towing the rubber. Miller behind the plate, leading things off this half inning. Your starting pitcher, number 21, Seed. First pitch in, catches for a strike. 0-1's the count.
Good start there.
The 0-1 offer. Drills it into left field. Good grab by Gavin Whitley. Or excuse me, Colson.
That's Colson, Gavin.
I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Don't get me in. I'm sorry.
Look, we've got people everywhere. It's all good.
I'm trying to keep up.
Hey, top of the order.
Colson Gay makes the diving catch in the wet grass in left field, one away. We go to the top of the order here.
Well, the Riptide have barreled a couple balls, and we're just right there. It just is what it is. Lefty-righty
matchup here. Pitch home. Misses just a little low for a ball. 1-0's the count. This will be number 34, Rothwell. He's 0 for 0 on the day. Hit by pitch, his first at bat on a 3-0 count. The 1-0 offer. And that could be trouble. It is. Base hit between the 5-6 hole, and he's on base once again, this time off a single. So runner at first, one away. Get a new baseball. Wet grass this morning.
Mason's pitched pretty solid so far. It's been pretty effective.
The Riptide doing a good job barreling him up. I don't know if he's leaving him over the plate or just doesn't have much movement with the cold. But we'll see. Lefty here, number 9, 0 for 1 on the day. Runner at first.
Lined out to second, first time up.
Pick attempt over to first as Gavin's holding him on. Mason comes set. Runner with his lead. Pitch home. In there for a strike. 0-1 the count. We're about halfway through this game. We'll give you a reminder. This will be the only live stream today. You'll have to catch the rest of the Canes action on Game Changer this afternoon. Live stream will be back tomorrow.
Chris
just missed.
Didn't trust me with the equipment this afternoon.
I told you I would leave all this stuff here, and I got to look. 1-1 the count. Runner with his lead. Gavin holding him on. Mason looks in. He's got the sign he wants. He comes set. Takes a breath. Pitch home. Throw down from Miller on the money,
easy.
And he's gone by a mile. Miller with a absolute cannon to Eli.
Not 100% sure what they saw, because I would tell you right now, I see Miller throw down in between innings. I'd be like, we're going to have to be a little conservative there.
So 2 away, 2-1, you count, nobody on. In there for a strike. So deuces wild here in the top of the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Great throw. Mason's holding them on. He didn't have a very good lead.
And comes up empty for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. 5-0 your score. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back as we go to the bottom of the third. Throw down from the Riptide catcher. Nice throw. One hops it into the shortstop there, or excuse me, second baseman there. Seed still towing the rubber for the Riptide. 5-0 your score. Top of the lineup due up for the Canes. Number 5, Makai Gibbs. To get things started here, number 13, Jake Zambardino awaits on deck. Sun starting to come up, little heat, still cold. Makai digs in from the right side. Seed looks in, has got his sign. He comes set. Pitch home. Nice breaking ball, just drops in there for a strike. 0-1's the count.
Seed likes to start batters off with that curveball. We've done a pretty good job laying off of it.
Well, and I think that curve is a lot slower. Takes some off of it, and it just locks him up. That'll miss low and away. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. All right. I have a major problem. My big toe is cold.
Oh, my gosh.
I can't stand that.
Well, we know when Chris is cold, we're all cold. That's
Makai swings through it, comes up empty. 1-2 the count.
the team has your heater, buddy. You might have to go get it back.
Well, I have another one.
Oh.
I actually have 2 today.
Of course.
I have 2. Sponsored by DeWalt. The 1-2 offer.
That's
and he goes down looking, locked him up at the knees, one away.
Got to protect that one.
So with that, that'll bring up number 13, Jake Zambardino. He's going to dig in from the right side. That'll put your shortstop, Eli Suggs, on deck.
See if Jake can come back after the strikeout first inning.
That first pitch curve just missed that time. 1-0's the count.
I mean, if they're communicating amongst themselves, I'll go back and say, watch that first pitch curveball, and then deal from there.
Well, I did hear them communicating that it's breaking high and just cutting across. That'll miss low. 1-1 the count. Seed looks in, has got his sign. Pitch home. Ball sails high. He's not given the count there, so I think I'm right.
It's 3-0 because he's
it
got
3-0?
the take sign. Yeah.
Okay.
There's the
ceremonial 3-0 strike one.
to give it the old DeWalt. This ceremonial 3-1 pitch has been sponsored by DeWalt.
DeWalt heaters. And Coleman propane tanks.
Coleman propane tanks.
The 3-1 offer. Ropes it to the shortstop. Oh, bad hop. And we're going to score that. What's the official score?
That's an E6.
We're going to call it an E. So runner at first, one away. And that'll bring up number 10, Eli Suggs. That'll put your first baseman, number 33, Gavin Whitley, on deck.
Unfortunate hop, but I think he was in position to make the play.
Reed digs in. Eli digs in. Takes a look at Jake at first. Comes set. Pitch home. Misses low. 1-0 to count. Jake with some speed. Catcher for Riptide's got an arm, so we'll see how they play this. Pick attempt over to first. He gets back in time. Number 58. Is it Haswell?
Haswell.
Haswell holding him on.
No sleeves, Haswell.
The 1-0. And toe tapper down the first base line. First baseman will come, make the grab. And one away. Two away, excuse me.
Not an unproductive out, but yet Eli upset with that, but
just missed. So that'll bring up number 33, Gavin Whitley. He digs in from the right side, two away. Runner in scoring position. Second baseman moves over to hold him on. Pitch home from Seed. Breaking ball. Misses. 1-0's the count.
Start everyone off with a curveball there.
Gavin with it's 1-for-1 on the day thus far. Second baseman holding Jake. Seed takes a look at him. The 1-0 offer sells high, 2-0 the count.
His best pitch has been that curveball.
It's that off-speed, high break. Comes in at the top of the zone, just bottoms out and falls right in. The 2-0. That one will sell high. 3-0 the count. Three balls, no strikes. Pitch home. And that'll miss ball 4. So
Thought about it.
That'll put runners at first and second with 2 away.
Didn't give him the ceremonial 3-1 or the
3-0 strike one
there.
Yeah. So that'll bring up number 3, Bryson Nelson. Bryson's going to dig in from the right side here. That'll put East-Neely on deck. Bryson 0 for 0 on the day. 2 runners on. And Seed will step off. That'll move Jake back to second. First baseman playing back. Second baseman holding Jake. Pitch home. Rips it. Good scoop. He'll throw across the field.
Uh-oh.
Good stretch and grab by the first baseman, Haswell there. They leave 2 stranded. We go to the top of the 4th. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back. We go to the top of the 4th. Throwdown from Miller, another laser on the money. As we give you the defensive alignment here. I think everything's going to... Davis is going to go to second. Bryson goes to right. Jake to center.
Colson, no, Jake's out.
Oh, Jake out?
That is
Matt. Is that Miller? Maddox. First pitch in from Mason, ropes it into left field between the 5-6 hole, base hit. And again, leadoff runner on with a single. Seems to be leaving a lot over the middle of the plate today.
Well, it's only the 3rd hit of the day he's given up, I believe, so all singles.
The runner gets his lead. Gavin holding him on. Mason comes set. Jones at the plate for Riptide. Pick attempt. Ooh, that was close. And we'll go to New York for that one.
Review that. We'll probably slow it up later and see.
If I butcher this name, Riptide, Pickerel, I think's the runner at first there. I apologize if I'm messing that up. Pitch home. Off speed.
Good.
And that's right in between the 5-6 hole again. And another back-to-back single.
He had him confused. He was way out front of it. It just happened to get enough of it and in the right spot on the field.
So that'll put Riptide runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. As Prickle and Jones both reach on singles between the 5-6 hole. That will bring up
No sleeves Haswell,
the first baseman. As he digs in. Pitch home. Off speed, misses. 1-0's the count.
Eli, came to you last time, Eli.
Runners get their leads. Lucas holding the runner at second. No look from Mason. Pitch home. Misses low. Good stop by Miller behind the plate. 2-0's the count. Mason having a tough time here finding the strike zone. Well, he's found the strike zone because they barreled it up.
just the one. The other one was just a seeing eye single.
And the 2-0 offer. Right back at that, hit the front of the mound.
Unfortunate there.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about that. Hit the lip of the mound.
Well,
and with that, time's going to be called. And we're going to have a pitching change here. So with that, let me make sure. I think we're having a pitching change here. Yeah, we're going to have a pitching change here. So with that, we'll step aside. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we get back. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
they warming Maddox up?
Yeah, so we are going to stick with Mason here. They were bringing Maddox in to warm him up. So they're going to send Jake out to center field. Bases juiced, nobody out here. Batter digs in for Riptide. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1's the count. And this is Is this Rothwell? This is, yes. Rothwell at the plate for Riptide.
I swear they've got a couple of Rothwells.
The 0-1. Pops it up and out of play.
Way ahead, way ahead.
So Riptide has Prickle at third, Jones at second, Haswell at first. Rothwell at the plate finds himself in an 0-2 hole.
Unfortunately, the way these tournaments work, we're trying to cut down the runs here, so.
Off speed, misses the top part of the zone, didn't chase. Not a bad 0-2 pitch. 1-2's the count.
It's not just about winning. Sometimes you got to.
The 1-2. And fouled down the third baseline.
I think it went off his foot. So he didn't call that.
Grass still wet, so any ball that hits the ground switching out. So Rothwell dig back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. The 1-2 offer.
Nice.
And foul tipped into the mitt. Big out there.
Sets up possible double play here.
That'll bring up Lossman to the plate with bases juiced, 1 away. Breaking ball misses high and outside, 1-0 to count.
I mean, really just the one hit. The other one was unfortunate. The other one was just happened to find the gap. So still pitching very effectively.
And he's going to go across the field and get the sure out. That will plate a run, so they'll trade an out for a run.
Good play by Eli there. Only play he had. Slow roller. Was not going to get the double play there.
So 5-1 the score here as Riptide gets on the board.
Davis, be ready.
Pitch home.
Yeah.
Good backhand by Eli. Slide.
Oh, wow.
Throw across the field. Great play. Oh, my goodness. So they get out of it. They leave two stranded. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 5-1 your score. You're watching Canes baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back, Riptide fans. Welcome back, Canes fans. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 5-1 your score here. Riptide on the board. New pitcher in for the Riptide, number 58, Haswell. He'll move from first base to the bump. That's your favorite player out here for Riptide.
Hey, no sleeves Haswell up here dealing.
So leading things off this half inning will be number 2, Lucas Neely. That'll put number 8, Colson Gay, on deck. Lucas looks down to third base line, gets a sign from the coach. He digs in from the right side. Righty-righty matchup here.
I think Haswell brings a little bit more speed to his pitches here.
Got under it, popped it up a mile high. Haswell says he's got it. Oh, and him and the second baseman run into each other, but they make the grab. One away. And if you're the pitcher, you want to give that up to your infield. They have a better line on it there. But great grab either way. So with one away, that'll bring up number 8, today, Colson Gay, and that'll put number 11, Davis Whitley, on deck. Pitch in there for a strike at the knees. 0-1's the count.
Colson had a good double to start the 2 innings ago.
The 0-1 offer. Pops it up. Shortstop says he's got it. And he'll put it away. 2 up, 2 down. So with 2 away, that'll bring up Davis Whitley. That'll put number 14, Maddox Stanley, on deck.
Kind of unfortunate missed opportunity here. We could have had a no-sleeves versus no-sleeves matchup, but Davis decided not to show us the cannons today.
Yeah, it's wearing the sleeves today. Pitch home, sails high for a ball. 1-0's the count.
Can see him up there flexing, though.
Davis, bench press is 350. Dead weight.
He might, man.
Who knows? The 1-0. That'll miss low, kick away. 2-0's the count.
He works out every day at 5:45. His dad will tell you about it.
I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that he does that or the fact that his dad gets up and takes him.
Hey, man. The dedication.
Got to have it. The 2-0 offer. That'll sail high and inside. 3-0 the count. So 3 balls, no strikes here. Haswell looks in. Gets a sign from his catcher. He comes set. Nobody on, 2 away. Pitch home. That'll miss, ball 4. And Davis draws the base on balls. And that'll bring up number 14, Maddox Stanley, and put number 12, Mason Brown, on deck. Haswell looks in, gets his sign. Pitch home. In there for a strike, low strike. 0-1's the count.
Weird call.
Haswell's got it signed, the 0-1 offer. That one misses. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looks like a relatively similar pitch.
A little bit lower.
A little bit lower.
A little bit lower. We'll give it.
I don't know. He gave the outside low fastball ball the previous batter to Davis. So
the 1-1. Right back into the glove. Bumbles it, slides, throws to first, gets the out, and they get out of it. We leave one stranded. We go to the top of the 5th. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back. A little stumbler. Everybody's stumbling now. Throw down from Miller on the money. Leading things off, your starting pitcher, Seed, will dig in from the right side. And I forgot to do this when we switched over last time. Seed, your starting pitcher, went 3 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 67 pitches, 31 were strikes, facing 17 batters. He digs in from the right side here. And having an equipment issue with Miller here. He got some dirt in his eye there.
Really? That's got to be cold right there. Getting water poured in his face.
Yeah, I think some dirt kicked up in his eye there when he
tripped,
warming up. Yeah. All right, so let's reset again. Top of the 5th we go. 5-1 your score. Mackay goes to right field. Lucas to second. Everything else remains the same. Pitch in from Mason, misses in the dirt. 1-0's the count.
I like Mason just went through there. He went through a little fake pitch to see, what he messed with. And he's just
what
pitch
pitch number you think that was without looking?
40.
38.
Yeah. It's been working quick.
That one in there for a strike. Comes up empty. 1-1's the count.
They either hit him early or we double him up, or it's been just quick.
Been effective. And that one catches the extreme lower part of the zone.
I think crosses the knees. I'm going to say that was a good pitch.
The 1-2. Barrels it up, center field. Jake on the run, puts it away. One away.
Good jump by Jake there. Like they were shading that guy over to the right side a little bit.
So we go to the top of the order here. And that will bring up
Rothwell.
They've
got
I'm glad
twins.
you got a good memory. My memory's not that good. I can't keep up with that.
His brother bats. It's got to be his brother, right? So bats in the middle of the order.
Mason comes set, delivers, barrels it up, down the third base line. That's going to tail fair.
He calls it fair.
And I think Colson thought it was foul, too, the way he reacted. But they'll call it fair, so he'll be on with a single.
Hey, turn it middle.
So with one away.
It's everyone kind of reacted a little bit.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Number 9 digs in from the right side. Rothwell with his lead at first. Gavin holding him on. Pitch home. Just missed outside. 1-0's the count.
Now, Rothwell got caught stealing last inning, or 2 innings ago. So I imagine he's going to be a little bit more cautious here. Same battery.
The 1-0. Pops it foul down the third base line. Ooh, that about took out a
another team
player warming up over there. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rothwell gets his lead at first. Mason comes set, takes a look at him. He'll pick attempt over to first as he slides back in plenty of time. 1-1's the count.
Our statistician, Chad Whitley, saying he's due for a pickoff. That was a good pitch there.
Says it misses. 2-1's the count. Watching the replay here. As our replay feed's a little delayed. Camera's off a little ways, too, so it's kind of hard to see. Tie goes to the umpire. 2-1 the count. Barrels it up, center or left field. Colson with a diving grab. That's 2 for him.
Second diving play today.
That is 2 for Colson.
Well, we're making good jumps out there in the outfield, I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what, Mason's going to owe hot chocolates to a bunch of these fielders today, helping him out. Well, they're too young for pirate beverages, so. So with 2 away, that'll bring up Pickrell. He'll step in from the right side, runner at first. Pick attempt over to first. And Pickrell 1 for 2 on the day so far. 2 away. Pitch home. Sells high, 1-0's the count. That one looked a little funky. Looked like he went to go from the windup and decided to go from the stretch. The 1-0.
Ooh, good pitch.
Nice off speed. Comes up empty. 1-1. Looks into his battery mate. Gets his sign. Comes set for the 1-1 offer. Down the third base line.
That one's got to be foul. No,
they call it fair.
Too.
Colson comes up, throwing to third, sliding in, got him.
Got him. Nice play.
Nice play from Colson. 2 Ander at third. They leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. right, we go to the bottom of the fifth here. Leading things off this half inning will be number 12, Mason Brown. Number 1 is battery mate Miller Stanley awaits on deck, and Ander Havaskas in the hole. Mason digs in from the left side. Haswell towing the rubber. First pitch in. Outside. That'll miss. 1-0's the count.
Well, we didn't hit no sleeves Haswell all that well last inning. Let's see how this goes.
Pitcher versus pitcher here. The 1-0. And pops that up. Out of play. 1-1 the count. Like he's dipping a little bit there.
Well, he's 3 for his last 3, Dad. I feel like you're just going to have to let him go here.
The 1-1.
2 hits yesterday, the bunt single today.
Well, this will be a strikeout.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just trying to provide commentary for all our listeners in China that have stumbled upon the algorithm.
That one missed. 3-1. Yeah. 14,000 viewers on.
I mean, on a football Saturday, I mean, this is the pregame.
That's right. 3 balls, 1 strike. That's what comes set. Mason, the leadoff batter. Pitch home. Drills it to the shortstop. He comes up. He's going to have to throw across the field.
Ooh,
got him
close.
by a step.
Well, you were wrong. He didn't strike out. It was just hit it right at the guy.
Yeah, hit it right to somebody. Still good speed there. That'll bring up his battery mate, number 1, Miller Stanley.
See, Mason knew he was on a high heater there, Dad.
Yeah.
Coming back, complaining he hadn't been out in a while.
That pitch sails high for a ball. 1-0's the count.
Bottom of the order needs to get on a heater.
The 1-0. That could be trouble. Well, center fielder was shaded way in. So that'll be 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up number 7, Ander. He'll dig in from the left side here.
You have to have it over your eyes.
Haswell looks in. It's got his sign 2 away, nobody on. Pitch home. Sells outside for a ball. 1-0's the count. The 1-0. 2-0. Top of the lineup, Mackay awaits on deck. The 2-0 offer. That'll miss low and away. 3-0. Hitters count here for Ander.
Probably gave him the take again.
And the 3-0 offer from Haswell. In there for the ceremonial. 3-0 strike 1.
Ceremonial 3-0 strike 1 is brought to you by Westinghouse Generators.
Rocking the... And that'll miss. Ball 4. Ander will take a base with 2 away here.
I think Ander's happy to get on base. See some pitches. He's been a little cold lately.
Hey, it only takes 1 at bat. 1 at bat to make a change. That'll bring up number 5, top of the lineup, Mackay Gibbs. That'll put number 13, Jake Zambardino, on deck.
Well, the Canes would like to tack on some runs here. Hopefully 4, but 2 outs. It's going to be a uphill battle, but we'll see.
That'll miss inside. 1-0 to count to Mackay. Mackay digs in. Haswell comes set. Ander with his lead. Pitch home. Sails high and inside. 2-0's the count. Haswell showing a little frustration. As he looks in, gets it signed from his catcher. The 2-0. That'll sell high. 3-0 to count. Hazel steps off the back of the mound, takes a breath, toes the rubber, looks into its battery mate behind the plate. Gets his signs, got what he wants, the 3-0 offer. And that'll be
the
ceremonial 3-0 strike one.
That one was inside, I think. Maybe, I don't know.
Mackay does play on the plate. The 3-1.
There it is.
That's ball 4.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
And that'll put runners at first and second with 2 away.
Like 16 minutes. We need to score a run.
That'll bring up number 13, Jake Zambardino.
There's about 16 minutes left in this game. That's what our statistician, Chad Whitley, back in the booth is telling us.
Official timekeeper.
And still need 4 runs to end the game.
And this game did start exactly at 8 o'clock. Hour 45 is the time limit.
Yep.
For those of you keeping time at home. Ander with his lead at second. Mackay at first. Second baseman checks in behind Ander. Haswell comes set. Pitch home. Ropes it to the shortstop. Shortstop thinks about 2 and just does get him for out number 3. They leave 2 stranded. We go to the top of the 6th. 5-1 your score here in Rocky Mount. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Dad Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, throw down from Miller on the money. We go to the top of the 6th. New pitcher in for your Canes East-Neely. Number 14, Maddox Stanley, comes in to toe the rubber. I believe all other Davis will go to second. And everything else will remain the same. Leading things off for this half inning for the Riptide. Number 19, Jones, digs in. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Maddox first pitch. Misses for a ball. 1-0's the count.
It's a little outside. Jones, I think, is the kid that got the seeing eye 5-6 single last inning, or 2 innings ago.
That one misses in the dirt. Little short there. 2-0 the count. So Mason's day is done. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, no walks, 2 strikeouts. 49 pitches, 32 were strikes, 21 batters faced. Not a bad outing, thanks to his defense.
Pretty effective. But that's the way you got to play it. These bats aren't hot. You know, let them hit the ball a little bit. You're going to find let your defense work.
3-0 to count. Maddox delivers. And that'll miss for a base on balls to lead things off this half inning.
No ceremonial 3-1 there.
Not there. Hard to come in cold like that. As Runner gets his lead at first. Pitch in there. There's your strike. 0-1's the count.
Maddox pitches really well when he gets in a good rhythm. He's got to get in that, find that rhythm.
He'll step off. That'll move the runner back to first. The 0-1. Throw down to first. Did he get him? Yo!
He wanted to call it. He thought about it. He got him, but there's not going to come to that.
Oh, yeah.
So Darren wants him to look. He definitely got. I think he got him.
Looking at the replay, he did get him. Here's the replay here.
Yeah,
got him
he's
on the
out.
hand.
He's
He got
definitely
him.
out.
Yeah. He's hard to see from the position he's in over there.
He's definitely out. But great tag and great throw. And I don't think the umpires are going to give it to him. But
no.
He definitely got him out, and that's a. Oh, he hit him in the shoulder pretty hard.
All right, so he'll stay on there. That'll even the count. 1-1, I believe. That was a ball?
Yeah, it was outside.
Okay.
The umpire said that they think he whiffed on the tag. I think that they need to wake up a little bit.
Well, I think if you had in there for a strike, I think if you had a umpire at first, they're not just a two-man crew, I think you get that call. Good play either way. The 1-2 fouls it back to stay alive. 1-2's the count.
We just don't usually throw people out at first. I was kind of wanting to see it.
Well, I heard Miller talking to Gavin in between innings about that. The 1-2. Barrels it up. That could be trouble. That is trouble.
Oh, good cut.
Stop by Jake. That'll drop for a base hit, but Jake Everett to put a hand on it. So runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the sixth.
See, we would have had one out. The umpire would have done his job. They knew the throw beat him.
Runner with his lead at second and at first. Maddox comes set. Pitch on. Pops it up. Foul. That'll go out of play. 0-1's the count.
At this point, we're just trying to not give up defensive runs. You want to keep that good seed so we can possibly play a little earlier.
The 0-1 offer. He'll step off. That moves the runner back to second. Davis in the area.
Not really around to catch anything.
Davis moves over a little closer to hold him on. Pitch home. In there for a strike. 0-2's the count. Maddox looks in. He's got his sign. The 0-2 offer. And comes up empty as he locked him up at the knees. One away. Big strikeout. So with that, that'll bring up number 10, Lossman. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch on. In there for a strike. 0-1's the count.
Kind of had a tight zone all game, and then that one he called high.
Opened up a little bit there. Lossman digs back in. The 0-1 offer. Ball sails high. 1-0's the count. Or 1-1's the count, excuse me.
Tried to hit that spot again. Missed a little high.
Maddox has got his sign. Come set. The 1-1. Trying to eat the top part of the zone. Just missed it on those last two pitches. Sirens in the background. We are in Rocky Mount. The 2-1. Foul tipped into the mid. 2-2's the count.
Edgecombe County is the #1 destination in North Carolina. It says it on the billboards as you are driving on 64.
The 2-2. And comes up empty. Another one he locked up. 2 away.
It's a city on the rise.
That's right.
Or the center of it all. I'm not sure. They've got a couple slogans, but
All right, this will be number 13 for 27. I don't have a name here for this one. 2 runners on, 2 away, top of the 6th. 5-1 your score. Maddox toes the rubber. Pitch home. Swings, comes up empty. 0-1 to count. Throw down to first. Oh.
13 is Turner.
Turner is number 13 here.
Trying to figure out. Turner's got some face mask thing here I've never seen before. Just trying to see if that
The
was part of
0-1.
the helmet or.
Laid off of it. Just missed the top part of the
Thought
zone. 1-1's the call. Count.
He thought about it there. Umpire raised it up like he thought about it.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch home. And that one sails high. 2-1.
He go 14.
Looks like he's got a face mask
Yeah.
there. Generally from a, if broken nose,
Yeah,
that type
ball
of
hit
thing.
him,
Yeah. The 2-1. That one misses. 3-1's the count. Number 21, the starting pitcher, Seed, awaits on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch home. In there for a strike.
Oh, he thought he had 2 strikes. He punched him out.
Full count.
It's a.
Payoff pitch.
That's the.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Oh man, that was close.
Just missed the bottom part of the zone. That'll load the bases.
I don't know. Maybe he just felt a little embarrassed because he called him out on 2 strikes before. I don't know. These guys are not having the best inning.
Jake.
Batter digs in, 2 away, bases juice, pitch home. Misses low, 1-0's the count. I really set in a bad spot to be able to see the umpire in his calls. There's a pole right in my way. 1-0 the count. Pitch home. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 offer. Comes up empty, 1-2.
Well, this is Riptide's biggest shot right here, so we'll see if we can.
The 1-2 offer.
Oh,
Missing the dirt pass ball. Runner thought
he did
about
not
it.
come.
But he held up. 2-2 the count.
Kind of surprised there. I'm sure he was about halfway there. We can't see where that ball is, though, so
Yeah.
I don't know where the ricochet went.
May have bounced right back to him. So we'll set it up for you here. Bases juice. Jones at third, Haswell at second, Turner at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild, top of the 6th. Maddox toes the rubber. He's got his sign from his battery mate. Pitch home, fouled off. So Seed up there battling at the plate. About 3 minutes left on your game.
As he's got to deliver here.
The 2-2 offer. Breaking ball.
Oh, but the umpire gave up on that, and the batter gave up on it, too.
Oh, man. Full count.
That's unfortunate. You can't give up on that pitch.
Full count, payoff pitch.
See ya.
And down he goes.
Boy, as a former coach, I'll tell you right now that it's frustrating, but I'm glad he got him out.
So they leave 3 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Canes Baseball here on the Two Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. About a minute, 10 seconds left on the game. Lead things off this half inning will be number 10, Eli Suggs. He'll dig in from the right side. Canes nursing a 5-1 lead over Riptide. As Eli digs in.
If we don't run the clock out here, I'll be shocked.
Pitch home from Haswell. Misses for a ball. 1-0's the count. And there is a timer going off on a field behind us that they don't know how to turn off, I guess. The 1-0 offer.
Oh.
And did it get him? Yes, it did. And he'll reach on a hit by a pitch, trying to get out of the way. And with that, that'll bring up number 33, Gavin Whitley. Pitch home. Misses low for a ball. 1-0's the count.
Riptide doesn't seem like they're in too big a hurry here, which I would be. I'd be speed pitching these guys because that's all your only chance.
The 1-0 offer. In there for a strike. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got to get up there and quick pitch, really. There's
And
the
that
timer.
should be the timer there. The 1-1. Drills it into left field.
Juiced.
That left fielder's burnt. That's going deep. Oh, great catch.
Got the ball.
Great catch by number 19 in left field. He caught that over his shoulder. And that's your ball game there. That was a heck of a catch by the left fielder over his left shoulder.
Look at Gavin. He's all mad. Look at this. He barreled it up right at the kid. I'm so mad.
Man, that was a great catch. And I don't know who the left fielder is there.
But what it was a great it just happened to be right at him.
But we will end it there.
All right.
So, East-Neely take game 2 in the Winter World Series, 5-1. Your Canes today are coached by Coach Philip Suggs, Coach Darren Neely, Chad Whitley on Game Changer and the books. I'm Coach Chris. Eli here on the color commentary. Again, next games today will not be streamed. I'll be out of it for the day, so I'll need you to follow it on Game Changer. We're going to go back to early 2000s. Live stream will be back up tomorrow. Hey, Riptide fans, glad you were along. Canes fans, glad you were along. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Have a great day. Goodbye, everybody.